All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Probably afternoon for a few of you on the East Coast. So we are 8 days away from, I would say, the most important and most relevant U.S. Mint release that for 2020, and I am absolutely looking forward to this. So we are going to talk about the V75 Privy Mark 2020 West Point Silver Eagle and Gold Eagle release that will be coming out November 5th. All right, so we got 8 short days to prepare ourselves. This is going to be a video based on best practices. I want you guys to get ready and set up for this release. It's bound to be pretty crazy in the sense that, like the US Mint servers in the past, can crash, it can go slow, it could really test a lot of folks' patience when they're trying to do the checkout process on here. Let's go ahead and get my face in range here if we can. But in any event, yeah, this is the one. No other release for this year compares. Some have asked me, do you see this one as hot as the 2019 S Enhanced Reverse Silver Eagle from last year? When it comes to value, no. The mintages on the actual silver dollar piece of it is higher. But there's a few reasons why that this is way more relevant than the Pride of Two Nations the enhanced Silver Eagle from last year. I don't know if you guys remember that, but there was a Silver Eagle and a Canadian Maple Leaf enclosed in one total package. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it, and I ended up buying one set. In addition, I bought a Mint State 70 version of the Maple Leaf because I just thought it was just a really pretty coin. But to kind of recap where we're at on this, it's the end of World War II, 75th anniversary American Eagle silver proof coin. This is dated 2020. It is crafted and minted at the West Point facility. Probably the last West Point coin that we'll see for this year. Their production has been ravaged with COVID-19 and everything going on with that. This particular coin right here will have a mintage limit of only 75,000 pieces. It's the same as the previous 2019 Pride of Two Nations Silver Eagle. There is a household limit of only one. All right, so I would expect, even though with the household limit of one, this will sell in about 24 to 36 hours. Okay, it's going to be one of those. It's not going to be an instant sellout. Unless some of the big companies that buy into this stuff. I can name a few, but we'll just keep that, on the down low. But yeah, I'm expecting about a day and a half sellout. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a little bit longer. And that's all because it's restricted because of the household limit. You could only order one per household per address. So obviously, if you want more of this particular piece, you're going to have to go out and use your brother's address. You're going to have to use your sister's address, your parents' address, your aunt's uncle's address, your aunt's uncle's aunt, nephew, niece. Does that even make sense? You're going to have to utilize all different addresses if you want to order more than one. Now, typically with something like this, the big draw with this type of coin is that you obtain it and then you send it off to a third-party authenticator like PCGS or NGC. If all you care about in the world is flipping it and making a quick buck, that's what a lot of people will do with this particular release. We've seen the coins in either Proof 70 or SP 70 or however these are going to be graded. Probably Proof 70 Ultra Cameo or Deep Cameo will end up being about $300 to $400 coin. Okay, and something like this, I anticipate that the release price, as you can see, it's not available at the moment, We probably won't know until the day before. Look for it to be about between $55 and $65 for this release. Now, why is this a significant coin to keep an eye out for and possibly order if you can? Well, it's got the privy mark, all right? That's the tiny little V75. You guys have seen it on the brand new 2020 West Point Circulation Rarity Quarters. Really neat just to see the little privy mark on there. It's cute. Finally, they're matching up to what the Royal Canadian Mint's been doing for years. But adding a little tiny little symbol on the field of the Silver Eagle obverse. 75 just simply means it's been 75 years since victory for World War II, 1945. That's going to be important here in a second. You'll know why. In addition, the low mintage limit, 75,000, is just low enough that this is going to make for a relevant collectible for years to come. It's going to be very investable. Even if you don't buy it here on the website, I'm going to tell a lot of you, buy the already graded examples, but wait until after the first of the year to jump on these, because the prices will obviously drop by then to probably 200 bucks. That's just a guess, but gives you an idea, a little sample size of where we're going to be as far as the overall value of these coins. And then after the market has kind of soaked all this up and dried up, all right, just like a sponge, in 5 years, these coins are going to be like 500 bucks. And then another 5 years, $1,000. And you're going to see the incremental increases that aren't multiplied. They're going to be exponential, all right? Because these things are going to disappear. A lot of people are going to be holding on to these. It's a different world. People are trading coins, silver, things of this nature as an alternative to the stock market. So it's a new kind of like world we live in, where collectibles all of a sudden gets lumped in to as an investable vehicle, and that's what this is. And then finally, the reason why that this is a relevant coin to get is it's going to feature the final ever Silver Eagle with the John Mercanti reverse. Okay, a lot of you know that they are going to release a brand new reverse design starting in 2021, which effectively makes this release on November 5th the final John Mercanti Heraldic Eagle reverse Silver Eagle that you're going to see. And that's it. Okay, someone say, well, the proof one was the last. No, it's this one right here. This is going to be the final coin. So it'll live in infamy as being that coin that, signifies the changeover from the old John Mercanti, truly looks like the 80s design, Heraldic Eagle reverse, to this brand new, cutting edge, very beautiful looking reverse, by the way, from what I've seen. Design coin starting next year for 2021. But here you go. It's packaged as such, nice kind of like royal navy blue look with a certificate of authenticity. It'll probably, tell you a little bit of fun facts. Probably the same information that you see right here that I've highlighted for you in blue will probably be the same on here, in addition to the mintage limits, in addition to the composition, which this one's going to be 999 fine. But this is a coin, expected value-wise, let's say it's being sold for $55. I'm not certain that that's going to be the case. It's going to be awfully close to the enhanced reversed Silver Eagle from last year. Okay, it was right around like 60, 65 bucks. So let's say $60. If you don't send this out to a grader and get your first strike designation and all that great stuff, you're probably going to be looking at a coin that you could turn around and flip for maybe double within the first like week or two. And it's going to start to tail off a little bit. You'll probably see the coins end up being somewhere in that maybe $100, $125 range by the time we're all said and done. Ungraded. Graded, we're going to be looking at the chute, $300 to $500 for perfect proof 70s. You're going to be looking for probably about $125 to $150 for the proof 69s. It's not really a huge amount of money. But if you're looking to get a very solid candidate for what I feel like will be a long-term hold, this is definitely the one. All right, so that's the Silver Eagle with the 75,000 mintage limit. Let's go ahead and take a look at its bigger brother, the Gold eagle with the same privy mark, V75. That's going to be right on the obverse right there. Of course, we got the beautiful St. Gaudens look of the coin. I can only imagine how much this coin is going to be on release day. But there's a, we're not encountering a different changeover in design for this coin. So what you see is what you get for now and the foreseeable future until the U.S. Mint decides, hey, it's time to freshen up the look of the Gold Eagles, which I think that's going to happen. It's going to happen probably within the next 5 years. And hopefully they'll do the Roosevelt dime before that time comes. So what makes this the ultimate choice between the two coins? Well, it's real simple. Look at the mintage limit. 1945, right? I've said it once in a previous video about this coin over the summer. That's such a cute number. Signifies the final year, V for victory, World War II over. Which is exactly what this coin is promoting. All right, a household limit of 1. This is a coin, ladies and gentlemen, that I think will probably release in that $2,800 to $3,200 level. It's not going to be cheap. It's going to be a substantial premium over the actual spot value of the gold. Now, keep in mind, the U.S. Mint is not a nonprofit organization. Okay, even though they are a government entity, they're still out to make money. All right, so for something like this, you're probably going to be looking at a huge stiff premium. However, I think that that's not going to matter at all. Okay, and the real reason why is that because of the mintage limit, and now there's a distinct difference of a mintage of just under 2,000 compared to a mintage limit of about 19,450 pieces. In that you could buy this coin, okay, solidify, lock it in. You know you're getting it. Your order went through. Bam, it's out the door, and it's coming to you. You have a confirmation number of the order. That's a coin that you could double up your money. Ungraded raw. I guarantee it. You want to look to make a few extra $1,000, this is the coin. It's going to be a great way to make money for the holiday season. Or, better yet, for a lot of people these days, people need the money. But you need to have the capital to buy such a coin. It's not going to be cheap. Here's where it gets really interesting. This is a coin that you're going to want to send out to PCGS or NGC for the mere prospect that if it grades out, proof 70, this is a 5-figure coin all day long, ladies and gentlemen. How much? Can be anybody's guess. My kind of sneaky suspicion is it's going to fall somewhere in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. Can you imagine taking a coin that you had purchased for $3,000, $3,500, paying $200 to send it off to a grader, getting it back right away with first strike designation and all the goodies, get it back, turn around, flip it for $10,000 to $15,000? That's going to make anybody feel really good. But it's a huge amount of money to invest. The good news is that you're not simply pissing away the money. Like, oh, it's $3,000. I got the coin. It's not going to be worth that much. I beg to differ. This is a coin raw. Keep in mind that will sell for a huge stiff premium on the secondary market, as is with the privy mark and with this beautiful magenta packaging. If and only if you can obtain one. It's 1,945 pieces. Everybody is going to be going for this one. Okay, if you can't get 3 or 4 of them, people are going to try and get one. And they're going to make a whole grip of money. I'm telling you, this is going to be the coin between the two that's going to sell out within the first 10 minutes. This is going to be the coin that's going to give a lot of people some headaches and growing pains with having to constantly refresh the screen and all that great stuff. You guys have been through it before with like the enhanced reverse Silver Eagle was stupid last year. But we're going to talk about real quick some of the things that you need to do ahead of the game so that way you are going to be good to go, because you are going to encounter a lot of refreshing. Okay, and then that's pretty much a foregone conclusion that is going to happen. So what do we need to do? Well, first and foremost, if you have an order from the US Mint website, you want to make sure you set up your profile today. Okay. Furthermore, when you set up your profile, make sure you have all the correct addresses, If you're going to send it off to multiple people, so that way you get multiple units, you're going to have to set up 4 or 5 different profiles. You got to make sure that you are intentional in what you're going to do with this program. Okay, this is going to be a huge, huge opportunity to make a ton of money, lots of money, more money than what people, couldn't even begin to fathom. Okay, if you're looking to take $3,000 out of your 401k to buy the Gold Eagle, you could certainly do so. But keep in mind, not everybody's going to be a winner to obtain this. That's primarily why I'm not getting into it. Is that it's going to be way too much of a headache, and I have this sneaky suspicion that I'm not going to be successful in getting it. But if you wanted to try for it, you have the funds available. Keep in mind, don't spend your rent or mortgage money or your car payment money to buy this thing. First of all, if you have a car payment that's $3,000, all the more power to you. Enjoy the Bentley. But this coin right here, if you have the ability to buy it and you have the ability to take those steps and then move it further along in the grading process, I highly recommend that you do so. So getting back with setting up your profile, okay, you guys set up your profile. You guys set up however many profiles you're going to use. If you're going to use multiple accounts with different addresses, different payment methods every single time. Okay, you could use your debit card on one, you could use a credit card on another, and you have to use another. They all have to be different payment methods, I believe, along with being different addresses. So that's important, okay? And what did I just bring up? Payment method. Lock in your payment method. Make sure it's good to go. Make sure your debit card number is correct. You got your expiration date all locked in. Make sure it's good to go, because a lot of the missed sales stem from either the information not being in there. You're sitting there on release day and you put the item in your cart and you're sitting there trying to build a profile. I'm like, oh my God, that's insanity right there. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to set this stuff up well in advance. And I'm telling you, you guys will be okay. So as long as you do that and you get your website all set up 5-10 minutes before the item goes on sale, and you're going to be on the screen. You're going to be on the screen of the thing that you want. You're going to sit there and refresh 1 minute out just to make sure that once you see add to cart, you're going to be able to do that right away. Add to cart. Go ahead and check out. You got your payment all set up. You got your addresses all set up. Your billing and your shipping addresses should match up. Bam. You're good to go. All right. And that's how it gets you in like Flynn. All right. And there shouldn't be any other questions. There shouldn't be. I continuously get questions about, you know what, I'm having issues ordering the exclusive product from the US Mint. How in the world can I do it? Just do what I'm telling you. Okay. And you will be in good shape because this is huge. This is an opportunity to make $8,000 to $10,000 on one coin, which if you think about it, that's a lot of money, and a lot of people could certainly use that kind of money. If you were down to your last $3,000 after you've paid everything, and this is like savings money, I would seriously consider trying and making an attempt to do this, because if it doesn't work out, you could always transfer the money back into your savings. That's pretty easy. But there you go. That is kind of like the pre-release day best practices video for the 2020 West Point V75 coin releases, November 5th. Make sure you're locked in. 12 noon Eastern Time, 9 Pacific, and everybody else in between. Make sure you're on approximately 5 minutes early. Log in, get everything set up. If you haven't set up your profile, make sure you do that well in advance. Don't wait until release day to do it. Set your alarm. If you're a guy that likes to sleep in until the wee hours of noontime, then you should probably set your alarm, set your notification on your phone, just to make sure that you are good to go. Okay, and the reason why I'm making this such a big deal is this is going to be a huge moneymaker for a lot of people. There's going to be also a lot of people that are going to compete with you to try and beat you out and get these items. Okay, So not everybody will win. I wish everyone the best of luck on release day for this item. I'm going to be buying at least one of the Silver Eagle V75s. Okay, that's definitely going to be on my list of things to do on November 5th. 12 noon, 9 Pacific. All right, that's going to do it for this one. I'm your host, Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thank you, each and every single one of you, for joining into my videos. Hopefully you found this one mighty helpful and kind of a good old swift kick in the behind to get you guys ready for the biggest release on the U.S. Mint for this year. So God bless. Take care, guys. Love you. Coinaholics. We're discovering together, as always. See ya.